When the Stranger Things Season 4 trailer told us that it was the beginning of the end, most of us didn't know how to feel. Is it time to say goodbye to our favorite team of young superheroes? Here's the answer to the ultimate question of whether Season 4 is the last of Stranger Things and what else is next for the show. So, why do we think it's the end? When we reached the end of Stranger Things Season 3, we could already feel that something big is coming. Considering that Hopper was taken captive by the Russians and Eleven has relocated to California, there's certainly more to Season 4 of the show than what we currently know. Just by the looks of Stranger Things Season 4 trailer, we can already tell that there's going to be some huge and crazy war. The directors have also carefully teased at high stakes for every crucial character because, well, they always know how to keep us on our toes. Ever since the show debuted back in 2016, fans have been speculating how the directors would tie an end to this magnificent plot. What began as a coming-of-age themed drama has now transformed into a full-blown fantasy sci-fi series with a side of horror. Now the directors of Stranger Things have made a very subtle shift to the show's tone over the past few years. They've also gotten some pretty remarkable reviews from fans who absolutely loved how each character has evolved. Considering all the fame that Stranger Things has gotten, the viewers have finally begun to wonder, is Season 4 the ultimate end of Stranger Things? Is it time to say goodbye? If you're almost in tears by now, then we're here to make your mood 100 times better. But we've got both good and bad news. So let's start with the good news first. The good thing is that Season 4 is not the end of Stranger Things. It's actually going to be released in two parts, one in May and the other later during 2022, much like other Netflix original series, such as Money Heist. In Season 4, you can expect to explore more of the characters' backstories and how they became the young savers of the world that we know today. But there's some bad news too. Remember how the Season 4 trailer kept hinting at endings? Well, that's because the directors have planned this season to be the beginning of the end. Essentially, this means that the events of Season 4 are going to lead up to the ultimate ending of the show, which is going to happen in Season 5. If you've been looking forward to every summer to binge on Stranger Things, then we must tell you that the joy is about to be over soon. The Duffer brothers have already announced that they've planned out the entire plot and will be ending the Netflix original with the 5th season. What is, quote, the beginning of the end? Now that you know that Season 4 will ultimately lead to the grand finale of Stranger Things, let's take a look at a few things that you can expect to see in this beginning of the end. Firstly, Stranger Things is about to get pretty dark. If you loved how they explored a few horror angles in the past, then you're going to adore what they're doing in Season 4. We mean they've even got Robert Englund on board, who's all set to add some horror movie vibes as Victor Creel. Secondly, there's going to be a whole lot of character development. Now that Eleven is living in California with the Byers, you might think that she's powerless and not that crucial to saving the world anymore. Well, nope, you're totally wrong. According to Sam Owens, who plays Paul Reiser, Eleven is the only one who can save humanity in the upcoming supernatural war. If that isn't already too much information for you, allow us to reveal that Max might just be the Upside Down's latest target. With Billy being dead now, the Upside Down probably have their eyes on Max as their spy on Hawkins. If you thought that Stranger Things got a little scarier in the previous season, prepare to get some full-on nightmares in Season 4. Are they ready to call it off? Right, so Season 4 is going to be amazing and we're already binging it. But how's it leading up to the end of the whole season? Well, tell you the truth, the Duffer brothers always had the Stranger Things storyline in their heads. They knew what they wanted to do with it and how they wanted to conclude the show. Even though there were some serious setbacks due to COVID restrictions, the team is finally back on track. We already know that Season 5 will be the last of Stranger Things, so that leaves behind 2 or 1.5 if you've already watched Part 1 seasons to finish off the story. We would be lying if we said that we weren't worried whether the creators would actually be able to pull off the grand finale so soon. After all, they do have to wrap up multiple storylines, including Mike, Eleven, the Hawkins gang, Hopper, and even Joyce. The only little detail that gives us hope is that every episode in Season 4 of Stranger Things is over an hour long. They're probably using all of that time to tie up loose ends, start the most epic supernatural war yet, and keep us on our toes waiting for Season 5. While it does sound like a challenging task, we definitely trust Netflix and the Duffer brothers to do justice to the Stranger Things franchise. Please just make it better than Game of Thrones. We can't have our hearts broken again. Will there be spin-offs? If you're sad that Stranger Things is coming to an end, we've got a little surprise for you. What if we said that one little birdie told us there might be some spin-offs after the end of Season 5? Now, we don't know much about these spin-offs, but we've heard one too many rumors about them already. But we can already imagine it. The Stranger Things universe continues to live. Perhaps these spin-offs can tell us more about how some characters continue to live their lives. Specifically, there's been a lot of fan speculation about a Mike and Eleven spin-off series where they have children of their own. Most of these speculations are based on the assumption that their kids would have superpowers too, making this more like Disney's Incredibles. Another little secret that fans want to know more about is the Hawkins Lab itself. So much has happened behind those closed doors that it's finally time the viewers are let in on some of the secrets. But with Season 4 hinting at finally revealing some backstories stories, including Elle waking up in some facility, there's a lot of talk on the street that we might be learning all about Hawkins Lab before the series finale airs. Whatever happens, we really wouldn't mind seeing some cool Stranger Things spin-off in the future. The future of Stranger Things. In the famous words of the Duffer brothers, Stranger Things has a lot more gas left in the tank. The only reasonable meaning that we can get out of this is that they might be hinting at a future of the show. They even added that not even Netflix knows what could happen as of yet, so it's all just ideas and no blueprints yet. During the same interview, Matt explained that they do have some ideas regarding whether they want a continuation of Stranger Things or some spin-offs, but what's more important to the brothers is whether the idea of the show is exciting enough to add more depth to it. Before they decide to run a spin-off of Stranger Things after season 5, they need to feel 100% confident about it. Matt also added that he wants to feel super excited about the spin-off if they actually decide to continue with the franchise. At the moment, the brothers are being extra careful about whether it would be a good decision to continue working on Stranger Things. Ross also added to the interview that they need to make the spin-off feel like it's a distinct thing. The most important aspect of creating a spin-off is to not just repeat things from the original show again, but to add more value to what has already been done. If the brothers decide to create spin-offs, they might have to cast new actors, write new stories, or even create future stories for the same characters. In the last scenario, though, they might have to wait for the actors to age a little bit. These teenagers are just too young to be playing some 30-year-olds yet. If you're concerned about whether or not the Stranger Things cast would return for a spin-off or not, then Noah Schnapp gave us some reassurance about that. Schnapp, who plays Will Byers on the show, said that he's ready to come back to set and that he's sure everyone else will be too. And that's a wrap for this video. Do you think Stranger Things should make a spin-off? Which character do you think deserves their separate show? Let us know in the comments below. And like always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss a video from us again. See you next time.